I hated season 1 of Andor. I remember that, when I heard they were making it, I thought, right, why, why this particular guy? Why are they making a spin-off of one of the characters from Rogue One? That movie was terrible. I get that's an unpopular opinion. I don't care. Um, but I'm a big Star Wars fan, so I'll give it a shot anyway. And I remember the first 3 episodes came out altogether, and I watched all 3 of them because the way that I work is that if they release 3 episodes of the show in like on the first day, then I'll get my opinion of the show from the first 3 episodes rather than just the first episode. And excuse my stomach. Um, I watched the first 3 and I thought, this is all over the place. It's bouncing back and forth between, like, Andor himself, Stellan Skarsgård's character, and there's something that took place on Endor, I think, or a planet like Endor, which may or may not be Andor as a child. It aired so long ago, I can't remember. But I was led to believe by a classmate, because I was in school at the time, that the show would have been full of action. Because Rogue One. And it is not an action show. So it was just kind of a false expectation, same way JJK was a false expectation. This isn't an action show, this is a drama. It's a talky drama, kind of like Game of Thrones or Arcane. But this is more on the Arcane side of the spectrum, where I don't like it. It had one good episode, and it was the episode where they break out of prison. The rest were just okay at best. Okay scenes at best, not even okay episodes. But fuck it, I might as well finish it. I have a feeling this is going to do the same thing that the Arcane Season 2 trailer did, where it looks like it's going to be non-stop action, but really it's just going to be the last couple episodes, if not the last episode in a 12-episode season, whereas the rest of the season is going to be just the same boring, talky bullshit from the first season. To be clear, I still have yet to see Season 2 of Arcane. I'll get around to it eventually, so I don't know if I'm right or wrong about that. But here we go. Okay, so far all it is just Andor walks, and I'll cut to another scene where like an explosion happens, and then I'll cut to another scene of Andor walking, then I'll cut to another scene of like a power box flipping out or something like that, and then I'll cut to another scene of Andor walking, and then it looks cool in the trailer. But given that these are different scenes spliced together from probably different episodes, it's going to be boring. Um, like the scenes of Andor walking will be followed and preceded by scenes of Andor walking, if not talky bullshit, as I said earlier. And as for the explosions, maybe it'll be cool. Maybe it'll just be a eh. I don't know until I actually watch it. Yeah, the first season of Andor was universally praised, even though it's a show not many people watched. It's just one of those. It's one of those weird ones that Disney have been doing recently, where it will get a lot of attention, and it'll be praised by the people that actually watched it, but just not that many people will actually watch it because the other shows sucked, so therefore they all must suck. The rap: emotional, thrilling, and exciting. I mean, the emotional part, it's very opinionated. Thrilling, I would say, is more factual, so I can kind of disprove that. No, there's not much action. It's all just talking, which, while I like that in some shows like Game of Thrones, in the case of this, Like, well, not even that. What I mean is, I like talky bullshit sometimes, like in Game of Thrones, but I would never call it thrilling. The thrilling parts of Game of Thrones come from the non talky parts, the bits with the action, or the fucking, or whatever else there is. But to call the talky parts of Game of Thrones thrilling, you're just weird. And then exciting. I mean, if you like the show, you like the show. I don't get why you like the show, but I try not to judge. I do sometimes, but I try my best. Confident and sophisticated. I wouldn't say so. Well, this is from the Atlantic. I wouldn't say it's confident or sophisticated. It's just it does the same thing that has been happening in. I mean, when you think about it, all the talkie scenes from Game of Thrones, it's basically just like a stage play. So you know, theater has been around for millennia. So to call it sophisticated, I wouldn't say so. Not to say that it's not smart. Like maybe it is smart and I just don't get it. Or it's just, as I said earlier, I set my expectations wrong. But my point is, it's not unique because it's been happening in television for quite a while. Game of Thrones isn't even the first thing to do it. It's just like the biggest example, and it's the first time that I noticed it. But yeah, I've already said my piece on that. Confident. I mean, I don't know how to feel about that, so I can't really make a comment. I miss it, and I can't be bothered to rewind it. For this is weird, well, where they show those quotes because they'll sort of fade it in. You can't see because I'm pausing the video to do this, but they fade into it. But they don't completely fade in. It disappears. Like it cuts to this before it completely fades in. But so it's just not really good editing from the person making the trailer. But it said that it was phenomenal storytelling. I can't really say anything to disprove it. All I can really just say is you're wrong. IMO. Really? Really? This is probably just going to be all the exciting bits from this. Like it's just Andor, and I don't know who that is. I don't know if it's like someone that's only appearing in season 2 or it's someone that was in season 1 because I don't remember much from the show. And it was so long ago. It was over 2.5 years ago. But I get why you would put this in the trailer, but it just I have a feeling it's going to suffer from the same thing that Tucker and Dale versus Evil suffered, where they show all the best bits in the trailer so that when you actually watch the film, you're disappointed by it. Like, don't get me wrong, Tucker and Dale was a great movie. It's just when you watch the trailer, you've seen the best of it. A prestige drama with searing action and Emmy-worthy performances. Prestige drama. Once again, I can't really say anything to disprove it. All I can really just say is no, in my opinion. With searing action, no. There's there's minimal action in it, so that's just factually wrong. That's not an opinion. This is a fact. That is not true. Emmy-worthy performances. There are other shows that are more worthy of Emmys than this. I'm not saying any of the performances are bad, but it's just they're nothing special. At the start of the video, I said that I have a feeling that they're going to show a lot of action, but then when you actually watch the show, it's all at the end of the series. And yeah, from the last comment I made to the end of the trailer, it's basically non-stop action, and it's all different scenes. Like it's not just one big scene that they're showing. But obviously, I'm not gonna know for sure until the show airs and I watch it myself. But don't get me wrong, I hope to be proven wrong. I hope that the show does end up being really entertaining and that I can say good things about it in my final review, but I just don't have my hopes up